the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes.
Taking on
Team Redskins.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Washington football team. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
Kickoff middle.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality, and get a victory.
And now we see Dwayne Haskins, the Ohio State Buckeye, in his 2nd year in the National Football League, ready to lead this Washington offense.
And for Dwayne Haskins, a little bit of an starts as a rookie. Team went 2-5 in those games, but I did see him get better. I thought his last couple of starts were his best ones of the year. He's a guy with big potential, big arm, but remember, was just a 1-year starter in college as well. Plenty of experience yet to be gained.
That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
a 28-yard gain.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Antwaun Woods never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's got to put a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here, 3rd and long after that last sack. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defense is sharp. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Here I come.
So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Blue 84. Blue 84. Sir to go.
They'll come out throwing
And
on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. Partner, I remember the days when they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. He'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. Sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Juju.
Juju Smith-Schuster. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
It's good.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They tried to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game.
No.
Sometimes you start to get information out of the opposing defense. How they play you in certain situations. Sometimes you sprint to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
Come on, Juju. Come on. Getting it clear. Get in the clear.
He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
That was an interesting move there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback.
Oh, he dropped it.
In order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run. So the 2 tight ends. Not only are they stout at the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
I'm lagging.
From midfield now, Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
No! Come back!
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. From the gun, it's Haskins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if it's result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You too.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense
really
defense. First half, they've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
I do too.
Able to record his 5th
Hey,
I
hey,
feel for that quarterback
hey.
back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. And the pressure gets to him again. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Set the sack.
When you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Return middle.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington.
Yep, but I have to start going better.
Here's Switzer. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
My man
Juju offense
Juju.
gets ready to get back onto the field. And on the last go around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside
You already see me, don't you? Number 4.
Battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs,
Goalpost.
and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going top shot. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Juju, 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 Juju.
And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown.
Yeah, oh, one-handed too. My guy's going one-handed.
Anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second.
Going with the
There could be
pass.
plenty more before this game is over.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Hudson.
Fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed
I know, right?
successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
I'm gonna call Avery.
I feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. But guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
As they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Me too.
Stay committed to running the football.
Okay, Avery. You don't want to play tonight? Okay.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A carry now for McKissick. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Ow!
Proving his worth in different ways. Had a big play in the run game to play before. before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason.
Jody is spelled Jodie.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Yeah.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have
the best multitasker in the business, the coach.
open man here, Sims complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro safety.
That guy sucked.
And he's in for 6.
Okay, that looks really good.
Thinking back to last year, had a pick 6 for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here.
On the hub. Bruh!
Brian,
What? Where are you going?
we're going to look crazy. You want to come?
Yeah?
No, you can't.
Well, for the extra
I
point.
thought you were enough.
But it's getting me registered for school, isn't it?
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it.
If I go to for that, so.
Come on, don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that.
Yeah, it's for that time.